Hey guys, what the heck is up? Welcome back to my channel and to another freaking video. You can tell by the title, we are here to do my 7th month update on Tirzepatide and just kind of update you guys on my weight loss journey. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany. I have been on a weight loss journey since the very last few days of January 2023. I am down officially 72 pounds, which we will dive into, and I have been using GLP-1 medications to help me with this process. I started with semaglutide, maxed out on that in December of last year, switched over to Tirzepatide 7 months ago, and here we are to kind of update you on my last month, how it went, all that good stuff. But before we begin, I wanted to address two things. The first thing being, I fill all of my GLP-1 medications, if that's semaglutide, Tirzepatide, etc., through MD. They are always linked down below. I am not required to talk about them, but if you click my link, it does help me out. Just telling you where I get it. They're a telehealth provider. They require blood work, which they pay for, which I've said this in every single video, is so important to me. And they also required blood work at my 1 year point using them because they wanted to still make sure everything was good. So I love that about them. They also are super affordable. Their semaglutide starts at $249. You also can get your first month of semaglutide free if you can prove that you are on semaglutide with another provider when you're switching over. And then Tirzepatide is $349 no matter what dose you are on, which I think is awesome. And that leads us to the second thing that I wanted to address is the dose that I'm on. I have mentioned this in every single video. I am so confused on doses with semaglutide, Tirzepatide, Ozempic, Wegovy. Like, the dosages are just not something that I get. I don't understand it. And so I use Shields Pharmacy. That is another question I get. I believe MD has a couple different pharmacies that they can fill through. I've always gotten mine from Shields. And right now I am on Tirzepatide with B6 10 milligram dash 25 milligram ml 2 ml vial injection, and it says, I'm like trying to, okay, you can't see that. It says inject 75 units once weekly, and obviously they provide you with the syringes and everything like that. So when I get it in the mail, it looks like this. I had another bottle that I finished up, and I am taking, yeah, 10 milligram 25 mg, and I thought I was maxed out. I really did. I didn't realize, again, the dosages and stuff really confused me. So that is what my bottle says, what the instructions say, the pharmacy that I get it from, all of that good stuff. There's a couple people who have asked me about that, and I just always forget to bring it up. So I put it in my notes. I was like, do not forget to show that. So I wanted to get that out of the way first. So for month 7, I did lose a little bit of weight, which was so exciting. I have been losing weight slower. If you've been keeping up with my journey over the last couple months, it's been a slow trajectory down, but I have remained like losing weight with the medication. I love it so much. And so the week 1, so I like, if you're new again, I like put in my phone month 7 and then I track per week. So this is the first week of the month. I injected into my arm, which is my favorite injection point. I notice the medicine works the best for me there. No matter what the dose, no matter what the medicine, the arm is my favorite spot. And if you've been keeping up, uncomfortability is something that I've been struggling a lot with the medication. That's been like my main side effect, is just feeling uncomfortable, feeling so bloated, feeling like I have 1,000 pounds of air inside of me at all times, and just uncomfortable. That's the best way to explain it. This time, usually, so I'll inject on Sundays. I know at one point I had switched to injections before the weekend. I would love to get back there. Life has happened, and with feeling so uncomfortable, it's been really scary is probably not the right word, but like I've been very hesitant to switch over because I don't want to feel this uncomfortable during the weekends. I noted that I was less uncomfortable by Tuesday, which was good because traditionally over the last month or so, the uncomfortability has been something that would not go away until like midweek. And I noted that I was nauseous and definitely had noticed a lack of appetite. Nauseousness is something for me that sometimes it's present and sometimes it's not. Something I've always noticed with these medications that's so interesting, because no matter how long you're on it, I feel like sometimes side effects like nauseousness and all of that, they ping in and they ping out. So I started off the month feeling pretty nauseous, definitely noticing a lack of appetite. Even by Friday, I had noted that my appetite was extremely suppressed. Traditionally at work, like on the weekends, I'm not a snacker, and when I'm at home, I'm not a snacker, but at work, I work at an office desk. I notice myself wanting to snack all the time, and traditionally I snack a lot at work and have smaller meals, and I guess that week I was not snacking at all. I had days where I was 200 calories under my deficit and didn't even realize it. My biggest thing is just staying in a calorie deficit on this medication. I personally feel like I could overeat every day still, if most of the time, if I allowed myself. So the calorie tracking is something that I give a lot of my weight loss credit to. And so I always remain at like my deficit. I try to be like losing a pound a week. Obviously I don't like take that too seriously in a sense of like if I lose more or less, that's just the deficit I like. In this week I was 200 calories under without even realizing it. I went out of town, so I didn't expect to break a new low, but I definitely noticed the medicine doing its thing. Week 2 I injected into my arm, but the other arm, something I've mentioned again, sorry sometimes if I'm repetitive, but you always want to be switching your injection point. So if you do this arm 1 week, then do this arm. So usually I do arm, stomach, arm, leg, arm, stomach, arm, leg. That's kind of my vibe. So week 2 I injected my new dose. See, this is why I write it down. So this started 3 weeks ago for me. Well, 4 now, I'm a week behind filming, but so week 2, I had started my new dose, and I noted at this point to show the bottles for clarity. The new dosage worked incredibly well for me. I felt, weirdly enough, less uncomfortable, and I feel like this has been a trend over the last couple weeks, which is odd because I feel like I should feel more uncomfortable, but I've been feeling less uncomfortable, but again was easily 100 to 200 calories under my deficit every single day. It was my girly week, which I always like to mention because through a weight loss journey, you just learn your body really well. You learn when it's bloated, you learn when to avoid the scale, you learn all of those good things. And so this was the week of that. So I tried to stay off the scale, again just maintaining, but I could tell that after this week I was likely going to start seeing weight loss because the new dosage was working so well for me, and I had been in a very big deficit the last couple weeks. That's kind of where I left off on week 2, optimistic but nothing crazy. I stayed off the scale that week. Week 3, the uncomfortability definitely subsided, and as I mentioned, super surprised by that, but I guarantee in my next update that there's some sort of uncomfortability that comes back. Like I can almost guarantee it. I don't feel many side effects, but noticed a really big change in my appetite. Continued to eat like less than 200 calories under my deficit. I lost over a pound that week, which got me to 72 pounds lost in total. That was extremely surreal for me because that makes me so close to 75 pounds, which is 3/4 of the way to 100. And that is just something that I cannot even fathom, is being that close to losing 100 pounds, because I personally have so much weight still I want to lose. But when you look back and it's like, I can't believe there's going to be a point in my future where I am 100 pounds down. Like that is something I remember just watching like TikTokers or YouTubers or people on TV being like, I lost 100 pounds, and I'm like, there's no way that I can even lose 5 pounds. Like how do these people lose 100? So to be 3/4 of the way there almost is just so exciting. Like I can't believe that there will be a day, probably not till next year, but nonetheless, where I sit down and I'm like, guys, this is the video where I tell you I lost 100 pounds. Like that is insane to me. But that was super exciting. And it was also exciting because I then, right after I hit my low, as I feel like it always happens, I had to go on vacation for a wedding. It was super fun because I reunited with a bunch of old friends, and it was really cool to see them and like officially be at like a new low weigh, and I hadn't seen them since before I started my weight loss journey. So it was really fun and like just gave me that extra boost of confidence to be like, I hit a new weigh-in low before I'm going to see these people. Not that it matters to them, but in my head it just felt good. Week 4, I came back from vacation. Obviously it was only a couple days, so I didn't expect to like gain a ton of weight, but I also knew that week 4 was going to be, again, getting my body adjusted back to life. I was drinking, I was eating, I was obviously flying, time zone changes, all of that good stuff. So when I got home, I was literally gone. We left Saturday morning. My flight was at 8 a.m. I got home Monday at like 6 p.m. So literally like 48 hours I was gone, give or take. And when I got home the next morning, so Tuesday morning, it said I had gained 7 pounds. And so that's why I'm mentioning this, is because I always just want to remind people that that weight is not real weight. So like I see people post that stuff and it's just not real weight. You have to consider, and I know that a lot of you might know this, but it's just with my channel, I want to advocate like the realities of weight loss in your body and all of that good stuff that I'm learning. And between eating and drinking and your body feeling like inflamed and like in the air and holding on to water and all of that good stuff, 7 pounds is not something that you can gain in 48 hours. So just, if you're on your weight loss journey and the scale and anything like that triggers you, just, as you've seen through my videos, stay off the scale at certain points of the month. The reason I'm mentioning this is that was Tuesday. By Friday, I was back down to my lowest weight. And so it just shows you in a couple days what can happen to your body. Just let it do its thing. Let it work and you will be okay. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. It wasn't that deep and I had the best 48 hours ever. That is kind of it. Really excited about that. And I also kind of wanted to address one comment that I got before I end this month's update. There was a comment, and I don't think it was meant with ill intention, but again, I want to, like, one of the things I pride myself in my weight loss videos and my GLP-1 journey is just being so real and also trying to help people take the pressure off of weight loss. Obviously, losing mass amounts of weight, I'd love to come to you and be like, I lost 5 pounds this month, like, go me. But I'm still in a loss. Even if I didn't lose, even if I was maintaining, that's still a win because I didn't gain and life happens. But there was a comment that was like, you should be losing this amount of weight each week. And I thought that that was a really dangerous thing to be posting online and to a stranger or to even your friends. And so I just really want to emphasize that, to not have the pressure. There is no handbook that says what you should be doing or what you should not be doing and what is right and what is wrong. So if you losing no weight one week, or you lose 3 pounds, or you lose half a pound, or you lose a pound in a month, like, there is no right or wrong to your journey. There is no standard to be following. So I just really want to emphasize that, because if a stranger, again, I know there may not have been ill intent, but like, if a stranger is commenting that on my video, I can't imagine what people are like saying in person to people. And so I really just want to remind you guys, if you're watching my channel, to like follow along for the weight loss journeys and updates and all of that, and you're going through yours as well, do not let anybody tell you that you should or should not be losing X amount of weight. You should or should not be eating. Like, it is your journey. There is no pressure. It is your life. And I just really want to come on and remind you guys that, because again, I know no ill intention. I just think that sometimes those comments, depending on where somebody's at in their head, can make them feel maybe not so great. I'm going to end the video there. I'm really happy with my progress, and I did start the gym. So I should have filmed this video last week and I just wasn't feeling up to it, so I didn't. So I will dive more into it on my next month update, but I have not exercised really at all in my GLP-1 journey, and I officially went to the gym twice this week, and I am doing weight training and a little bit of cardio. So what that will look like for me, I don't really know. Like, am I gonna be gaining weight from muscle, but I still have so much weight to lose by adding, like, I just don't know. But I'm really excited because I just want to be strong and healthy and have a good mindset. And let me tell you guys, they were teaching me a leg day. I'm going with my family friends who were kind of helping me maneuver all the weights and stuff, and I've never felt so much pain in my legs in my entire life, like, truly. So that's just validation that I'm doing the right thing, because my leg should not be this weak. But we'll leave it there. So I'm excited to dive into that more next month. Minute MD, link down below, and I will see you guys so soon for another video. Good